Kia ora, hello, I'm Philip Duncan. Thank you for joining us for our Thursday weather update for February the 9th. And all eyes are on Tropical Cyclone Gabrielle up here in the Coral Sea. On the water vapor map, it really does stand out. The bright white is the heaviest of the rain and the biggest cloud buildups. So that storm system is tracking across the Coral Sea today and tomorrow, and it's likely to rapidly get to the severe Category 3 status, probably by tonight. And then over the next couple of days remains at that strength before it starts to weaken back a little bit. Then it becomes extratropical. So the structure of it changes, and it does that as it moves into the New Zealand area, where it gets a new lease of life and deepens again into a large storm. So this is a serious system to keep an eye on. Let's have a look at the big picture, and you can certainly see large area of high pressure in the Tasman. Now this system here, driving in this very cold change to the south. We've seen a few light frosts this morning, just like we had a year ago at the same time, and daytime temperatures are well down. Parts of Southland today struggling to even reach the 13-degree mark as that chill remains, but it warms back up again tomorrow and into the weekend. Now, as this high pressure system crosses over the next day or so, it keeps the storm up here, but as the high moves over to the other side of New Zealand, that then becomes the controlling feature for the storm as it moves towards us. So what does that mean? Well, here we are for 7 o'clock Tuesday next week. Here is that high pressure zone acting like a brick wall in the sky, blocking that system. So the storm is tracking along southeast, right over the top of Norfolk Island there. Then it starts to turn around, and most of the modelling agrees with this. Now it could still change. The precise tracking of the centre of the storm is everything, because the worst of the weather is in this area right here. Once you get further out from that, yes, still damaging winds possible, but it becomes more of what I would say would be a normal weather warning for New Zealand, whereas this area up here is the worst part of it. And so if the modelling moves it around a little bit, that has a big consequence on whether or not severe weather warnings or wind warnings, rain warnings are issued in certain parts of the North Island. But this is the blocking feature out to the east, and may well end up making this storm linger longer over the North Island. Taking a look at some international models here, you've got three global models here: ECMF from Europe, JMA from Japan, GFS from America. And it might look confusing to look at, but actually it's very simplistic. Right here in the middle, basically that's where all the models are saying it will be at 10 o'clock at night. So you're noticing here, this is Kingston, Norfolk Island, could be right in the middle of this on Saturday night as the storm passes by you. Now take a look at the predict wind map. This goes from the animations here show you from Friday morning through till Tuesday, and what you're seeing is the storm coming through, and these are two different models from two different countries. We've got GFS over here from America, UKMO here from UK, and they're pretty much in agreement as you go right through across here into Wednesday morning. Sorry, I said Tuesday. Wednesday morning that goes through to. So let's watch that again. This is the animation from now through to Wednesday morning. Coming through here, you can see this is on Sunday morning now coming in. That's when the winds increase. And it's as we go through Monday here that you'll notice the stormy weather moves further down the country into Tuesday as well. And it really doesn't show signs of easing until the end of that animation, getting into Wednesday. So that is a slow moving system with us for a few days, and that does cause some problems. It increases the rainfall total. We're seeing totals of 300 millimetres or more in parts of Northland and Coromandel and East Cape, maybe Hawke's Bay, maybe even as far south as the Kaikoura Ranges. There's full news about that on our website, and also we have to keep saying this is not 100% locked in just yet. But here is the likely tracking. So here we are for Friday, mostly settled around the country. So if you live in northern New Zealand, a good day to get prepared. Clean out the gutters, make sure the road doesn't have leaves sitting over any of the culverts, and make sure that you got things like trampolines tied down and stuff like that. But pretty settled other than a few showers in the east there. On Saturday, you'll start to feel that nor'easter developing in the top of New Zealand. A few showers in there, that's sort of separate from the main storm itself, which is up here, moving close to Norfolk Island. Now by Sunday lunchtime, there is Norfolk Island, so it's moving away from that area. 975 hectopascals is the estimation, that's from GFS. They're all around that ballpark. Some get into the 960s, others mostly in the 970s. But you'll notice here on Sunday, the wind and the rain, gale force conditions starting to develop, and just generally feeling that the weather is starting to go downhill as we go across Sunday. Now by lunchtime Monday, the storm is starting to do that more southerly turn, And if the modelling is accurate, this is what we'll be seeing is the centre of that storm coming in somewhere between Northland, Coromandel Peninsula, Auckland area. Now, the big high out to the east, if it shrinks a bit or moves a little bit further that way, further east, that could allow the cyclone to move along to our north, which would be fantastic if that happened. Unfortunately, most of the computer modelling doesn't expect that to happen. Here at lunchtime on Tuesday, you can see that curve around into the populated areas, and we're seeing modelling showing it moved into Waikato, others into Bay of Plenty, but generally moving across the North Island. And then we get to Wednesday, and it's definitely extra tropical now. The middle is getting all stretched out, changing it completely. So the structure is certainly changing as it moves through. That also increases some uncertainty about precisely who gets the worst winds, because the actual storm is changing shape in the middle, and that makes all the difference. But Wednesday, you get the change to the sou'westers in the north. The whole system is starting to fall apart, but you can see there's severe weather risks in both main islands. And to end on a positive note, high pressure is coming in behind it, and a quieter spell of weather also up here in the tropics, at least in the very short term. So that is all from me for now. Here it is, Cyclone Gabrielle. It was Category 1 when we recorded this. It is expected to be severe Category 3 by the end of today. That is all from me. For full details, please go to weatherwatch.co.nz. We've got plenty of maps and the latest on there. And of course, follow Met Service. Met Service will be issuing official warnings and watches over the next couple of days. You can find them all live on our website. And once the storm actually comes in next week, the Met Service rain radar will be critical as well, of tracking the precise centre of that storm as it moves into the north. So there we go. Still a little bit of uncertainty. We're not 100% saying everyone in the North Island has severe weather, but it's becoming very clear that the North Island is facing some serious weather from this storm from about Sunday this weekend through to about Wednesday of next week. So we'll have another video tomorrow. I won't be on screen, I'm actually traveling, but we'll still be presenting the video tomorrow for you, and we'll have special updates over the weekend as well. We will see you tomorrow, Friday, for our next video update.